Hi guys, welcome back to another day in the life video. I haven't done this in a long time. I thought it would be interesting maybe to try to do it like once every season. So the last one I did was kind of in the spring. We're in the middle of the summer now, so I want to kind of take you along and I'm going to show you our homeschool bits from the day. Now, I don't have anything in particular planned for the day today. My goal is for the kids to work on their 3 different things that they're supposed to work on. That's kind of like our schedule right now. I shared that in my last video. I think the hardest part of the day will probably be not showing you our foster son's face. So like if there's like any like weird editing jumps, that is probably why, because I'm not allowed to show his face or say his name online at all. So yeah, know that we have a toddler. He's almost 2. But he won't really be in the videos a ton. And then my kids are also, my son is 7 and going into grade 2 this fall, and my daughter is 9, almost 10, going into grade 5. Man, time flies. I don't know how they're so old. Yeah, so I will kind of just like take you on our day and show you what we're up to. Good old doll.
Look at mine. Whoa, it's one of those dollhouse mansions. Now I have 2 dolls. Oh, cool. Oh wow, I have a lot of dollhouses.
Okay, you guys want to tell me like really quickly what you've done here?
Okay, so this board is from Flashpoint, and so are the people and the cats. But the like these middle ones, or I don't know what kind they are, but they're from Monopoly. So same with these. These are.
Like what are you playing?
Well, we're playing, this is a house, obviously, and then this is their life. These are the parents.
Nice.
And this is their cat. Their dog's missing somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Cool.
And this is Ephraim's guy he's using.
Looks just like you.
And this is my guy, my girl. But and we're playing that these are doll houses. So she's got a couple of those. And this is a bucket of dolls.
Nice. So you're kind of just playing like house on the board?
Yeah. Oh, and we're using sushi go-karts for food.
Oh, yeah. So yeah.
And then here is the laundry room. We're using, I don't know, I think it's called Pair 'em Up. This game.
Yeah.
And this is the laundry room.
Laundry room with some stinky socks.
And this is the laundry bin. And then this is their pile, or their socks that they have in their house.
Nice.
The boy sometimes gets in trouble because he leaves his socks.
So you got money from Monopoly.
Yes, I
The
also.
board from Flashpoint. Sushi Go is your food. And the socks from Pair 'em Up is your laundry?
Yeah.
Cool. Enjoy.
Yeah. Still 2 more minutes till dinner. I'll feed the cat. You open the door and shut it. No, you didn't. You know he didn't. Me. He fed the cat.
So we're just gonna head out for a like quick little walk / nature walk. I don't ask for them to like look for anything in particular, but there's always something that jumps out at us that we find interesting that we just like spend some time looking at, and it's always interesting to see what it is that pops out at us.
Is it a snake?
It's a worm.
Cool. Transporter is my duty. It's probably a toddler.
Oh look, they're moving it. I saw them move it.
Whee!
Trying to lift it up.
Hey, I saw the back wiggle. We're going to need to put like What is it? What is it?
It's a carragana seed.
How can it float? It's pretty heavy. Is there one I see?
So there was like a seashell underneath there. And I thought it was dead. There's something in it because now it's attached itself to this rock. That little shell.
I can't see it.
Right in the corner there, that's a shell.
That's
Okay, so that was like a super simplistic nature walk. Sometimes we do more of an intentional like nature walk with a nature study, and I've like considered maybe doing a separate video showing exactly how we do that in the future. If anyone's interested, let me know. Sounds like I need to check on the toddler. It's just about lunchtime, so we always listen to an audiobook at lunch, and then the toddler goes down for a nap, and when there's like a bit of quiet time in our day, which we just kind of like all need a little bit of that.
If Nan was shocked to see Charlie standing above her, that must have been nothing compared to what Crud felt.
So this morning my kids were playing a game with multiple different games. They had like 4 different board games and card games out, and they were playing with that, making their own game with all of them, which they do fairly frequently. I don't know, I love to see that creativity. So one of my 3 things that they're supposed to do each day is to read for 15 minutes or longer, but read for at least 15 minutes, and then read the Bible or write, depending which kid, and then a project. So for me, playing that game together this morning, that counts as a project. Really, what I mean by project is just being creative in some way that is different than they normally do. And so for me, that just means no Lego, because they play Lego for hours every day normally. So I wanted to push them out of their comfort zone. And especially if they're going to do something together, which I always love to see their relationship and their friendship, you know. So if they're gonna play a game like that together, that is great. One of the questions people have often asked me since we kind of like started unschooling, or like, I don't know, I just hate the term unschooling, but that is what we're doing, is like, are your kids going to resist, or how do they act when you ask them to do something that they don't want to do? Because they seem to think that because we're unschooling, we don't ask our kids to do things they don't want to do. And I've got a few different thoughts on that. First of all, my kids still have to do things they don't want to do. They still have chores, they still have to brush their teeth, you know, they still have to make their bed. Sometimes, like this morning, they actually both wanted to go for a walk. But some days someone doesn't want to go for a walk and I still make them. So there's always things that they have in their day that they don't want to do that I'm making them do. But the second thing that I think of is like, maybe just because like I'm not asking them to do a ton of schoolwork doesn't mean they're not having to do stuff they don't want to do. But maybe also we expect kids to, how do I word this? I think maybe we have ideas that we need to do a lot of things in our day that we don't like to do. And I don't think that's true. Like, yes, everyone does things in their day they don't want to do. You know, like I always have to clean up the dishes and make meals and do laundry and all that stuff. I don't really want to do it, but I see a point. And I think that's what I want my kids to learn is like, yes, you will have to do things you don't want to do, but there's a point to it. I think I don't want to ask my kids to do things that don't have a point behind it, because I don't want them just to blindly follow what people tell them to do necessarily. I want them to think about the reasoning behind it. And also, when they are older, I really want them to have jobs and careers that they enjoy. Like, yeah, there will be parts of it that they won't like, but I think overall we should enjoy what we're doing as a career. And even if we don't necessarily like certain parts, we can know that we're serving God or we're serving others. And yeah, I don't know if that helps a little bit. That's just kind of how I see it. Like, there's still tons of opportunities in a day to do things you don't want to do. But maybe we don't have to have as many of those moments as school has taught us that we have to. I hope that makes sense a little bit. Yeah, okay, so they have done their project. I think they might actually do some more like project-y stuff yet. I know my daughter wants to like make DIY envelopes yet and stuff. And then they still have to do their other things left on their list, but the toddler is just, I think, finishing up his nap now, and I really just take advantage of this time. This is when the kids can have downtime, play Lego, listen to books. Ephraim spent a bunch of time playing outside in our little pool, and this is when I generally try to read a little bit or work on some of my own projects. Yeah, nap time has become more valuable as we have had a toddler, so that's kind of, we try to do all the things kind of like on our own. I'll have some kind of quiet time during this time. So tell me about your newspaper here, or it's a guide to both Furthermore and Witchwood?
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know how the back of books, or sometimes the inside cover, tells you about the book. Well, it's a little bit tells you about the book, but it's also just a guide of the worlds. It doesn't spoil.
A guide and a little summary of the books without any spoilers?
Yeah, because I don't like spoilers. And I'm also working on a pocketbook.
Ooh, I thought this was gonna be your pocketbook.
I have 2 of them.
Oh, there's another one? What's your pocketbook?
It looks like this. It has more pages though. And what I did is on the first page I drew a little pocket.
Oh, yeah, right. I was thinking sometimes pocketbook means like just a small book that you could fit in your pocket. But you're talking about from Furthermore when there's a book filled with pockets.
Yeah.
Right, I forgot about that.
And
do you have pockets drawn already?
I have my pocket drawn because I want the people I meet that I know to draw their own pockets.
Oh, that's cool. Show me what you made.
It's a big knife that's used to cut things.
What are you going to use to cut?
I don't know. Hard things, since it's a very sharp knife.
And what did you make for your sister there?
A paintbrush. Yeah, because I thought it should have a long handle, just since her hand is a little bigger than mine. Yeah, it works better that way. And I got the idea from Witchwood because in it, the dad is teaching her how to.
To make your envelopes, you're going to need some text weight paper. So this is a medium weight. And I like to use some decorative paper for a liner. You also need just some scratch paper because we're going to be gluing. I like to make my templates using existing envelopes that I like the shape of.
Since you use it.
Yeah, I guess.
Try it.
I'll try it.
And then we'll make the actual template out of any kind of lightweight cardboard. Something like a recycled cereal box or cracker box is ideal.
What are you doing here, Nika?
I'm making envelopes.
Envelopes?
I'm making an envelope that can, well, might be able to hold like a little card.
Mini envelopes.
Yeah.
Ooh, you make a book of envelopes. Instead of like a pocketbook. Envelope book.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna end our day there. This is just one day, you know, amongst many days. Some days are a little more heavy one way, some days are a little more heavy other ways. Some days one kid is feeling extra creative and then the next day the other kid is feeling extra creative. Yeah. One thing that we do quite a bit as a family that like we didn't do today because my husband's working and all that stuff. We do a lot of family games, especially like on weekends or, you know, in the evenings or whatever. And I think maybe I will do a video in maybe like the fall or winter, sharing some of our favorite family games that are like maybe a little less well known. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching our day. Hopefully this helps you in your homeschooling journey a little bit. Maybe makes you, I don't know, feel a little more relaxed and confident in your homeschool. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.